The Sheffield and District African Caribbean Community Association, SADACCA, began in 1986 and reflects Caribbean history in Britain. The SADACCA Women's Group remains at the heart of the community.
It's a sad and happy occasion because it's one of our favourite ladies who passed away a couple of years ago, and we loved her dearly. And it's her daughter who organised this. She was so talented in the group, you know, and she wrote a lot of plays and songs and poems and things like that.
I miss you now, every single day. I need you.
It's very, very interesting, and it's based on our history, black history and stuff like that. And this, you know, and I think sometimes there's some of this based on facts that's happened, and we put it together. She put it together to make it fun, you know, and comical, so it's not boring, you know, and stuff like that. You remember, these are things you remember for the rest of your life. Yeah.
It's long time I never see you. Connect with me downtown.
I'm here at the SADACCA Centre in Sheffield, where our community are honouring the late Mertell Walker and her poetry collection. Her family, her friends and community members are sharing stories, recollecting memories, singing songs in her praise. A poetry collection which is hidden like the movie Hidden Figures.
Hi everybody, look what's here, finally arrived. I can't wait to have a look and see what it looks like. There it is, beautiful book of my late mom, Mertell Walker, Hidden Pearls. Out very soon. I hope you're going to purchase your copy. Creating this end result, which was the Hidden Pearls book, well, the book came after. Then she came to the women's group and they was doing English classes. Mrs. Franklin was her mentor. There was other people as well, but Mrs. Franklin's name was always brought up when my mom was showing me her work and explaining things, so that's why we always seem to refer back to her.
It could be just an essay, or a poem, or a short sentence, and before you know it, Mertell would be the one who'd finish it quickly because she was so eager to learn. I thoroughly enjoyed her company, and what she thought she didn't know, she asked. Just checking it out, you know, she would say. Just checking it out.
To art, to music, to life.
I admire her daughters because I'm sure it's not just one daughter, it's the family for putting on this event. They're honoring their mom. The girls themselves are great writers, but I hope that this would be the first of many book launches, because in the family there are great writers. And if mom could do it, why can't my daughter do it?
The romance of sin keeps us apart. Mother dear, you're in my heart. You're out there, but you're also here, within my mind, within my art. I visualize you sitting there. All I can do is shed a tear. I love you so.
There are so many parallels between Louise Bennett and what she was producing in Jamaica and Mrs. Walker, what she was producing and developing here in Sheffield.
We've got so many talented black ladies around, and for some unknown reason, or they're perhaps too shy and not enough confident in themselves to let this book, what they've written, publish. So it's, you know, if she's got a daughter who was determined for other people to see it and love it, because they will love it, what she's written. You know, it's really interesting. Yeah.
Will it get better as the years roll on? No one can say, just be brave and be strong. What kind of world do we live in? Will such things go on and on and on?
Connect me with downtown. Be that
passing on the stories of our mother, of the women's group, onto another generation. There's a saying, if it's not written down, it never happened. Yeah, we're so thankful that Janet has written this down, because it's there. And she's not the only one who's passing things on. Her granddaughter, yeah, is passing things on.
Bring me back, oh bring me back, bring me back, bring me back, please.
I had all the handwritten work, I had printed work, I had the book that she had produced for women. It was sold for women to support women in Malawi. We still had a copy of that. And I thought I couldn't see myself throwing this all her work away. I thought she's just going to disappear. It's like she didn't exist anymore. All that years of hard work, all that years of struggling and going through so much adversity, I have to do something. And that's where the book came out as Hidden Pearls. And you know, I wasn't expecting. There's been so much interest in the book itself. I've been on so many radio stations, I've had interviews with different people, and I thought, well, where do I go with the book now? Now that the book is out, you can get it on Amazon. I would love my mum's book to be a film. Yes. I would love a producer to come and say, let's make a film out of it. So the vision is getting bigger and bigger now. So I'm just going to say, watch this space.
I will say Mertell. I didn't mention originally that Mertell was the chair of our group, our ladies group. And she brought inspiration to the group, not just by the way she did her poetry and her plays, etc., but the way she handled the women in the group. Her encouragement, her smiles and laughter, she brought a lot to the group. So I will say Mertell is a great example of a great woman, a great black woman.
A mentor who inspired a legacy, a daughter who unveiled it to the world, and women who stood together, finding joy in everyday life. This is just a piece of Black British history that should be shared for everyone to see. I'm Mariam Ali, Just News.